Hi, this is Jen from Floppy Ear Pottery. Today I am working on project number 9 of my blind throwing challenge. Um, it's going to be a birdhouse. So the birdhouse is going to be thrown in one piece with the exception of the little loop that would be used to hang it on a tree or wherever. I'll probably be adding that when I trim the piece. I'll just make, probably from a slab of clay, I'll make a little loop and then attach it so I can hang it. This piece is going to be thrown, like I said, in one piece. It's actually going to be thrown upside down. I learned this years ago watching a video, and I unfortunately don't remember the potter who had come up with this. So I feel horrible not being able to name that person. But whoever you were, thank you. It was a really fun experiment. And I hope I'm able to replicate it blindfolded. I haven't thrown one of these, I would say, in a few years. So let's see if I'll remember. But basically, you throw a cylinder, you push clay down onto the wheel head to create the top, right? To create this piece right here. And then you're going to throw a cylinder from the leftover clay. Of course, you won't go down to the wheel head because you need the cover. And then you end up creating a closed form. You can do a little finial at the end or whatever you want, like a little nipple. And then you basically cut out a hole, and I use one of these to cut the hole out. I think this is from, well, it's a piece of hardware, and I believe this is used when someone is trying to drill a hole for a doorknob or for a lock. I think that's where I found this. Um, so let's get started. This clay is from a fresh bag. It's a little stiff, so I'm hoping that this won't give me too many problems. Also using some new yellow sponges. I'm not sure if I like them or not. They don't absorb water as much as my old ones used to. I don't know if it's because I got them from a different company and it's a different type of sponge, but it's just like, I've never heard of a sponge that doesn't absorb water. It's really odd. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of divide the clay a little on the bottom. At least that's what I'm trying to do. I'm going to work on the bottom first. I think I want to bring down a little bit more clay. So what I'm actually doing is pushing down kind of in this motion. It may be very minute, but I'm trying to push down clay so that I can get like that little hat on top of it. And because I can't see, I have to clean oh my God, what's this called? The bat. So that I could then feel where the edge is. So as I said, right now I'm just focusing on the little hat. I'm going to call it a little hat just because I don't know what else to call it. The lid, but it doesn't come off. So, okay. Also trying to flatten it. So what's going to happen is later on, I'm going to take my wooden knife tool and I'm going to lift up the edge a little so that when it's hanging, the hat will actually do this as opposed to being like straight. It'll kind of dip down a little. And I like doing that too because I figure if it rains, it gives the water a little bit of space to go. It's hard for me to tell the width of this, but I would like it to extend past the body. Again, I don't know if I'm going to be able to achieve that because it's kind of hard to tell. Okay, so I'm okay with this right now. Um, just pressing down just a little bit more, just trying to get that last little bit of clay to spread out. Now I'm going to work on the cup. And this is going to be like a normal cylinder, um, nothing fancy here. But instead of the wheel head, I'm going to be throwing on top of the lid, right? And I'm going to go down. Oh, this clay is a little stiff. Or it's stiff for me. You know, you want to be kind of aware of how deep you want to go down. But you also want to leave room for this to hold the base. I mean, you want the, we're going to call this the neck. I know I'm screwing up here past pottery words, but think of this, it's being thrown upside down. So here's the head, right? The lid, the hat, whatever you want to call it, the neck. This has got to support the weight of what's coming on top of it. So I kind of like leaving a little bit of clay there just to give it that extra support, and give it like some beefiness to it. And I'm just compressing the bottom with my thumb. And I just want to remove some of the slip because I have a feeling there's a lot of slip on the outside. I want to be now, since there's air trapped in here, I can shape it a little bit more. And all of this is by feel at this point because, of course, I can't see anything. Yeah, so this will be more of a decorative piece. I don't think a bird, it would have to be a very small bird, maybe a wren, but I don't think there'd be enough space here for a bird. So if I can find my knife tool, I'm going to try and go all the way to the edge and then very gently use the knife to kind of pick up the edge and curl it up and in. I just find that that looks really pretty when it's hanging. And then if I can find my chamois, just want to clean off that edge. Of course, when I go to trim this, and this gets trimmed on a chuck, but I can kind of make that look just a little bit better. But like I always say, I try not to alter the shape too much because I want it to stay true to how I threw it. Okay, grand reveal time. Let's see. Okay, definitely rounder than I thought it would be. I thought it was actually very straight edged. It kind of looks like a boob, I admit. But I'm actually very impressed by the curve that I got on it. The nipple, I wish it was a little bit more defined. I'll call it a nipple because for me it does look like a boob, especially when you look at it head on. This is a little thick, which is kind of good because when I go to trim it, I can curve that piece a little bit. But yeah, I think it's a little too small for a bird. And here it is. Oh, there's a lot of weight here. I could feel it. This was about a pound and 6 ounces, I think it was. Oh my God, I keep getting clay all over my face. So this could have definitely been taller. I could feel that there's a lot of weight in here. But hey, I'm happy. And like I said, it looks like a boob.